He is back! Yes! I missed that bald head so much. Dale Siff has returned to our set. Dude, how are you feeling?
I'm hungover. This is the worst hangover of my life.
Now, is this like the 48-hour hangover where you think, I'm okay, and it just like continues to get worse?
So, you know the saying where it's like, you always feel it from like 2 nights ago sleep?
Yeah.
So being in Vegas my first time for 3 entire days, like I didn't get my first actual sleep until Monday at noon. Like Monday at noon was the first time that I got actual sleep since Thursday night.
So it was your first time?
Yeah.
So Dale popped his Vegas cherry over the weekend. It was a mess. He was taken advantage of in every way possible, but had one of the craziest times. Really fast, we'll go with the bets. I told Dale, rookie mistake here. On a weekend when the Big Ten first came back, opening kickoff weekend, you had the Khabib Gaethje fight. You had, I think it was the Premier League, so there was soccer games going on. There was MLB baseball. You had the World Series. You got to get there early. And dude had himself a night, made some bad decisions. I said, dude, here's some money. Just go place the parlay. And at like 8:55 in the morning, 5 minutes before kickoff, he's like, dude, I can't make it.
Will is like over-exaggerating that. I had myself a hell of a night, running on no sleep at this point. I get to the Sportsbook. The line is long.
Longer than a Disneyland.
I'm
Splash
so
Mountain.
strung out at this point that I can't even put thoughts in my head. Ohio State's about to play their first game of the season, so that's the only thing I care about. The only thing I care about at this point. I know Saturday has a huge slate, but Justin Fields and Ohio State was the only thing on my mind. So I'm in line. The line's long. Will calls me. He's like, yo, like, this.
I was up early.
And I was like, fuck, I forgot Will wanted bets in, so whatever. I get out of line. And getting out of line because I had to like get more stuff for Will's bets too. I just couldn't get back to them in line. I couldn't get back in line. And on top of this, my buddy I went with got robbed by hookers the night before. So not only was I trying to get my bets in, but I'm also trying to figure out if my friend's okay because he's running around Vegas with nobody. Everyone's dead, passed out. I'm the only one alive. And my dude's just calling, blowing me up. Dale, hookers robbed me. I need you. Like, and I got Michael. I went, picked up Michael, and I got one bet in. Unselfish of me. I only put one bet in myself.
And it hit. So we got a lot of money.
Unselfish. I am not the selfish type. I take care of my people when I'm in Vegas.
So on top of the topless heist that happened in Michael's room and got all of his money taken from an adult entertainer, Dale, on the other hand, had himself a great time as well. I don't want to forget that. Now, let's not forget that Dale is from the Midwest, has great, strong values, and has never been introduced to the crazy, crazy decisions and lifestyle that happens in Vegas, and was really introduced. And after a few nights of no sleep and eating $80 filet mignon meals and ended up hitting some pretty big bets on the craps table and on some parlays, my man wanted a massage, a legitimate massage. Not to make jokes at Robert Kraft or anything,
nope.
Without a happy ending. I think it sounded it sounded genuine. He wanted a deep tissue massage to relieve all the stress. And when he looked online and set it up, what happened?
All right, so this is 4 in the morning, Saturday night. Ohio State's already hit. I've had a long day. I've been up at this point.
He's drinking 46 beers at this point.
I probably have 46 vodka Red Bulls. Like, I couldn't sleep. Every time I would go lay down to, like, try to sleep, my body's just, like, wired. I'm just up and I can't.
He was a drink away from a myocardial infarction. Okay.
That's pretty accurate. So I'm laying there, my buddy's snoring away. My legs hurt so bad. I just excruciating pain down.
He
my
couldn't
legs.
jerk off.
I couldn't feel them. Oh, I couldn't get up with my legs. Ended on it this weekend. So I'm sitting there, my legs are killing me, and I'm like, we're in Vegas. I'm up some money. I should be able to get a deep tissue massage to my room right now. I'm like, this.
Did you actually really want the massage?
I swear on my life, there was nothing I wanted more in that moment, and like I was talking about it for a while there.
Dale wanted the candle
nothing I
wax, and
wanted
then he wanted the
more.
acupuncture. He wanted all of it.
Yes, like I would have. So I go online. I feel like I find a pretty reputable site. Like they have like 15 different massages, like deep tissue, stones, and I'm like, this is awesome. So I go and like I book it. I do 90 minutes. I feel bougie.
Like blood towards his penis.
Literally. So I walk down to the hotel lobby at the MGM Grand. And if you've been to the MGM Grand, you know the big gold lion sitting there, and that's where she meets me by. And when I say a fucking 12 was standing by this lion, this girl was so hot. I mean, so hot. And
Like Margot Robbie hot?
Yes, like literally Margot Robbie's little twin, like, is how I wanted to describe her. I mean, just a blonde bombshell. And I start to
Did she have breast augmentations?
Dude, like... So I walk down there and I'm like, hi. Like, you know, like I'm so confused. And she's like, hey Josh, like you ready? I'm like, yeah, let's go. So we go back up to my room and she's like, yeah, so it'll be like $150 for 90 minutes. I'm like, all right, dope. And then like, it's like, give her $150. We're like, let's go.
So you made the exchange?
I gave her $150. I'm like, all right, let's go. Like, you know, like whatever. So one thing led to another and she looks at me, she's like, so what do you want? And I was like, I literally like, I ordered like deep tissue, like my back, and she just kind of looked at me like, the fuck are you talking about?
She looked at you like you had 3 heads.
Yes, and I'm just like, fuck are you talking about? And she was like, well, that's not like what I do. And she was like, so like for $1,000 I'll do this, for $1,500. And I look at her and I'm like, what?
And Dale went to the dresser and got the $1,000. No, I'm just joking.
I debated it. And then I was like, I looked at her and I'm like, get the fuck out of my room. And she like looked at me like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out. So she like slammed the door. And the whole time that this happened, Michael's just passed out in the other bed, just sleeping away. He's all over.
So Michael's the guy that got robbed by
his hooker,
the other entertainer, and was snoring away and leave it to Dale. Leave it to Dale. He always has to find himself in some sort of debacle. I don't know how you do it. It's honestly impressive.
That might not even like. Honestly,
did you fall in love with her?
I could have. I easily could have. I mean.
Oh my god.
And well, she was realistically a 12. Like if you would have saw her on like Sports Illustrated, you'd be like, yeah, that's the hooker from Vegas. Like I wouldn't have been ashamed in any way, shape, or form.
Dale wants to send her a toaster as a sign of gratitude for the pleasure that he received.
A toaster. But dude, Sunday during the Browns game, Nick and I were at the MGM at the Sportsbook. We went to the Sportsbook bar.
The Browns played the Bengals last Sunday.
Yeah, and like the way that the MGM allows you to like sit with your friends, it's not real ideal, but like it is what it is.
Yeah, COVID.
So we're sitting at the bar. When the Browns started coming back, Nick and I were just dancing on these Bengal fans' graves. BDN. There were 2 Bengals fans behind us, and Nick and I are just dancing on their fucking graves. I actually feel bad for them. I need to see the footage of after we won that game. I just jumped into Nick's arms, and he just started jumping and carrying me around the sports book like we were children. He won $700 on that game, so he was pumped.
Yeah, Dale was crying over the
6-2. I made 2 sports bets this weekend. Only 2. That's how you know that it was a rough weekend for me.
Should have been 3 because
no, it should have been like 17.
Ignored me, but his $6,000 parlay did hit.
I actually had family members like reach out concerned that they thought I put $6,000 on. I'm strung out beyond belief, and I have family members hitting me up like, "Are you okay? Like, Josh, should we be concerned about you? Like, are you like financially secure?" Like, shut the fuck up. He was joking.
Dial 1-800-GAMBLING problems.
Literally, no, that's one of my family members texting me that. Like, this is the hotline. I said he's kidding. Chill the fuck out. But no, all in all, it was a great weekend. If only my co-host would have sacked up and joined me. It's the only thing missing. His bet would have got put in.
Yeah, I could have hit some bets.
Even though your bet lost.
I could have had some money stolen from me by a hooker, so
it
is what it is. It was overall a good weekend.
It was. I'm back, ready to go, ready to do it again this weekend, but in San Diego.
All right, have a great week, everybody.